All right, so check this out. We're playing with time and we're causing delays, but only to the origin of the capsule unit. And that capsule encapsulates a model, and that model is assigned to a UI, user interface, and a UX, user experience, or augments the UX, right? With that being said, that model is attached as a to process and share feedback, right? As an IP address or as a side endpoint, and that side endpoint is basically a signal, or is enabled through a telecom or a signal that binds and it binds into the aspects of the business mind and the development of global games, player IDs like Xbox 360, or other sources that share labs from WorkSource, X, etc., whatever. Okay, all right. So, in regards to military, there's a relative, there's a relative, I guess you could say, resource or setting or subject that enables the active duty status, or the service member during deployment to enable the detached unit status. All right. So, and there's warfare. Anyways, what I'm getting at is that it's more like a router is assigned and directs that whole capsule of that player. So a model, basically an avatar, or wraps around an avatar. And in gaming, like, imagine a server online. Any player, any other players that come close or within the radius or parameters of that player that's inside of a capsule are binded or are automatically assigned a signal, so that it's like a combat or a strategy, so that that opponents or threats are assigned identifiers, and from there it's without their consent or knowledge, but you're going through the back end or through the side, and so now you have been monitoring their behaviors and their behaviors, and so also you can begin rigging up the capsule so that whenever you come close to them, it automatically creates a reactive parameter, such as the location-based communications advertisements. And so with that being said, that's how he is affecting through Autobots online. That's how you cheat and get experience points, and everything operates under a bind. So I don't know if you're familiar with that. You can do your research and then let me know if I'm wrong. So in the same manner, you log into Snapchat, and Snapchat will give you an avatar And so whenever you are close to other members on Snapchat, you can see their avatar and their battery status, right? All right. So it's the same process, except the avatar in this setting is attached to the trace point, or it's attached to the person. How is it doing that? It's going through a roving tap. And so that roving tap is basically a signal that is used by law enforcement, and they don't need a device to tap you. So with that being said, you can begin extending and your through developers and originlab.com and thermals or thermal activation, and be able to isolate your trace or data subject and monitor its activity. And so the thermals or the thermal activation will display the heat patterns of the autonomy of the data subject. So you can see the 3D image on the screen of the person. And with that being said, now that 3D image of a model or a human, whatever that you see on display, you can turn that into an avatar. See what I'm saying? All right, so that's just an example of what I've managed to put together. And I'm not saying it's correct. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is do your research, right? And then you decide or theorize. Because in this manner, if I could put you inside of a bubble, and everybody that is in your life, in your social life, your mom, your dad, your friends, and police officers, whoever you come around, is automatically assigned a model, like an avatar, and they all fall under the influence of your detachment bubble or state, which is only your through your perception or your detached binded source. That's whenever you lose basically the grounding, and you start experiencing the delays in the events that are processing through the unit as assigned through the base pair. And so with that being said, I can influence everybody around you to begin thinking or acting how I want them to act. It's called augmentation, augmentee.